Ferguson Reynolds has some room. Low line drive. Bellin has the catch and a great opportunity to return it, and he does to the 30, to the 20. Bellin at the sideline. Bellin dives. He's in. Touchdown, UTEP.
And Reynolds facing some heat, rolling to the outside, and he's hit. That ball's out. It's picked up by the Miners. It's a touchdown for UTEP.
Here's the throwback to Trent Thompson. Trent Thompson with a blocker in front. Trent Thompson hugging the sideline. He was pushed. He did not go out of bounds. Touchdown, Trent Thompson.
Hardison got a man. Caught there. Ballard. Touchdown.
Welcome back to the 2023 Conference USA Football Kickoff Show. Our ninth and final team, the Miners from UTEP, finishing up 2022 with a 5-7 record. See the points scored versus points allowed on defense. They get their quarterback, Gavin Hardison. He returns from injury along with some pieces around him on offense, defense, and special teams. Season opens with conference play August 26th against the new member of Conference USA, Jacksonville State. We welcome head coach Dana Dimel alongside Dion Hankins and Tyrese Knight. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Coach, how would you sum up 2022 as we get ready for the next season?
Yeah, 2022, obviously there was some great expectations. I think we're continuing to build our brand of UTEP football. We had some great games, some great wins for our program. We had some games that I thought we should have won. You know, overall we got ourselves down to the last game, playing UTSA with a chance to go to a bowl game. We already knew which bowl we were going to and had a 24-0 lead and let it slip away. But, you know, our backup quarterback got hurt, tore his hamstring late in that game and kind of cost us the victory. But would have got us a chance to go to back-to-back bowl games for only the second time in school history. So now we're going to accomplish that this year.
Nice. There's so many iconic things when you think of UTEP, but I think the number one is probably got to be the Sun Bowl, right?
Yes.
I mean, you have one of the best stadiums in the entire country, and I hear you made some improvements recently.
We have. We're so proud of it, and we played so well there, John. We're 11-3 over the last 3 seasons in the Sun Bowl because it's just a great advantage to play there. But we got new turf down. We got a chance to work out on it a couple times, and it just sits there in the mountains, and there's so much nostalgia to that stadium, so we're very proud of it.
Nice. Okay, talk about on the field. What are some of the improvements on your roster that you've made this offseason heading into the new season?
Yeah, you know, we're heavily junior college based, and we brought in 24 mid-year junior college players. What a number, huh? Crazy. To add to the experience and talent that we have coming back, which is a lot. And we've got those guys on campus. They've been working out with us the whole spring, so we know what we have. And I was putting together our depth chart, our 2 deep for special teams, and I've mentioned this earlier. It's full, and that really tells me we're the most athletic that we've been since we've been at UTEP. And so now the talent we have coming back, plus the athleticism, you know, we got to get those athletes playing some really high-level football quickly, but I think it'll be our most athletic team.
Nice. All right, so let's break it down. We'll start with the offense. Which position groups you guys have coming back, and where are you the deepest on offense?
Yeah, you know, offensive line, I feel like our offensive line is the strength of our offensive unit for sure. We got 5 starters coming back. 2 of them started 6 years ago. They started the first 4 games as true freshmen and then redshirt, so they have all that experience to them. But the other 3 have all started multiple games, and so that's our team. We're good at tight end. I mean, the tight end position is another position that we have a lot of depth at. We brought in some new tight ends as well, and we got Tyron Smith coming back at receiver, but we got some other talented receivers we want to see do their thing this year as well.
On your offensive player that you brought, Dion Hankins, a junior running back, they call you Tankins? Is that right? Where'd that nickname come from?
I was actually, you know, the games I had, I was similar to the tank in the style that I ran. And so I didn't try to be running that style, but I've always just kind of been like a physical runner and stuff. So I guess like during the games, they caught on to that, and then they started calling me Tankins and stuff, so yeah.
Okay. And you put in the work in this offseason, right? So you were 220 basically coming out of the season. What are you playing at now?
I'm 235 right now, yes sir. So 235, and I've changed the way I eat. I actually cook my own meals now, and so I feel like it showed a lot of my physique and my performance during this offseason.
Okay, so what sparked that transformation? What made you decide, I got to start cooking for myself? And take me through kind of like a day of how you prepare your body.
What sparked it was probably just like me coming back from my injury. I learned a lot of stuff about myself during those dark times, you know, and recovering and stuff. So I feel like if I really wanted to excel, I had to change my eating habits and stop eating out so much. So before my run, I usually eat oatmeal just to keep me fueled up. after my run, I have something small like breakfast or something, or like a protein bar or something, protein shake. And then I'll make sure I have lunch, dinner, and then try not to eat too late into the day, you know, just for the digestive stuff. And also just drink a gallon of water a day. And so as soon as I implemented those habits, I saw a change in my body, and I'm still trying to get used to it saying 235 on the scale right now. And I'm so used to 215, 220, but yeah, that's kind of how it's been.
I'm going to write down some of these notes because I like that. I mean, that's stuff we can all do. Gallon of water, eating correctly. The cooking part, how long did it take you to get that part down?
Honestly, it probably took me about like 2 months, just repetition and, you know, looking at YouTubers and bodybuilders and seeing what they ate. And I kind of just like compared and contrasted them and took what was similar, like the pastas, the chicken, salmon, rice, and just implemented those on a daily basis.
Okay, so you've added 15 pounds.
Yes, sir.
What have you seen now performance-wise on the field?
Performance-wise, I definitely feel like a lot more explosive. I feel like I didn't really miss a step. I feel like I've actually gotten a bit faster as well, so that's kind of the crazy part.
Coach, he put on weight and he's faster? Is that for real?
Yeah, what did you squat the other day, Dion?
617.
617.
How many plates is that?
That was like, I think it was like 6 plates and some. Yes, sir.
Do you have to have guys like spotting you, right?
Yes, sir. The strength coaches spot us.
That is bonkers.
Yeah, and I think you could have done a lot more, but we didn't want to get him hurt, you know, so he just kind of threw 617 and got it done and moved on to the next thing.
I like that. I like that. You wear number 3. What's the reason behind 3?
Number 3 has always been my number because the reason why I started playing football was because I wanted to glorify God. And so I picked number 3 because of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And that's the reason why I wore it. And I know I was 33 before in the past, but I feel like this is going to be a special season because I'm able to rep my number and the number that I grew up with.
Have you set any new goals for yourself now that you've basically transformed your life?
New goals, I feel like I haven't really reached the pinnacle and the potential that I'm able to play at. So the goals that I have for myself are pretty much the same. You know, just have over 1,000-yard season and just be able to help my team win each and every week.
All right, Coach, how about the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah.
What excites you on that end?
Let me tell one quick story about Dion. I hate to jump off.
No,
but
you're good.
Why he got another reason why he's called Hankins is that he scored a touchdown 2 years ago, and I'm like, Dion, did you see that one guy? You completely ran him over. He's like, Coach, I didn't even notice him. So just like a tank, he just ran. I didn't see him, Coach. I said, no, he was below you when you ran through the end zone right there. So the defense, you know, I love our defense. I think I was brought up in the profession understanding in all sports, if you're not good on defense, you don't have a chance. And so I tease our defensive coaches. I give all this great talent to our defensive coaches because we know how important it is. And we got a great defensive staff that does a wonderful job with them. But really proud of it. You know, we're really good up front, super talented up front. Tyrese is the best linebacker that anybody could ever want on any level of football that you could have. And last year I thought our safety position was really good, but I like the way we've really dressed up our corner position as well.
Tyrese, Coach said you were one of the best linebackers he's ever seen. I mean, what does that statement mean for you?
I mean, it means a lot. It pretty much just told me that he believed in me and he really like trusts my ability to make play after play. I feel that really just pushed me more to like keep really his statement to be true overall.
You have been a tackling machine. Last season, 95 tackles. The season before that had over 100 tackles. What's the key to getting after the ball?
I think really what pushes me is like, I just try to be the first person to make the play every play, so that pushes me to be in the position every play. And really just play recognition, knowing what's coming before it happens. So when it happens, you're a step ahead in front of everybody. So really just like see ball, get ball type of mentality.
So you're putting up crazy numbers year after year. Have you set a goal for yourself in terms of tackles or another stat that you want to eclipse for this season?
Well, I know like currently right now, I got like 251 overall in UTEP history. And if I crack 130, I'll be number 8 overall. So that's really my goal this year, to hit 130 tackles.
130 tackles? So
that's not hard.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it this year, I promise.
What have you done in this offseason to prepare yourself to make that jump?
Really just, summer-wise, I really just try not to like lose my weight, but keep maintaining my weight. So this year, I want to say last year I came out of summer wearing like 225, but this year I maintained a good 230 throughout the whole June and July. So really just I know I got way more explosive, way more bigger, stronger all across my body. So this year I'm gonna be way more prepared to endure the whole season and really make 10 minimum tackles a game.
You put up a ton of highlights last season, but this one was special. We're going to show you against the Charlotte game. A scoop and score. Take me through this play.
Really, honestly, I saw my homeboy JT come around the backside, and I saw the quarterback about to get ready to throw the ball. So I knew if he hit him correctly, the ball was about to come out. So when the ball came out, I wasn't even surprised. As you can see, I just had the feeling that the ball was about to come out overall. Scooped to the perfect position, and just took it to the house.
And then the flip getting in the end zone, was that planned or was that just on the fly?
It was on the fly. I knew I almost fell and I stuck the hand in the ground, so I just had I was stumbling, so I might as well just finish with like a little somersault, you know.
When you guys go against each other in practice, what is that like? I mean, you got Hankins coming over you, trying to take him down. What are those battles like in practice?
I just say really just competitiveness. I mean, the coaches on the office know I'm someone they got to keep an eye on every day because like, I'm going to blow up the place. So really just like, it really is a good feeling every day for me just go get some good offensive line and a good running back because it's just going to make me better at the end of the day. I really appreciate that.
All right, Coach, we'll talk about this little schedule.
Sure.
Let's take a look at the schedule coming up for UTEP. We'll put it up here on the screen so you can walk us through it. And take us through each game, starting with at Jacksonville State, August 26th.
Yeah, you talk about a new team coming in the league and working with Jacksonville State in the afternoon game, so that's going to be a huge challenge. Obviously, I've studied them to a high level. I think they're ready to come into our league. There's no doubt they're going to compete at a high level in our league. So that game, we come back incarnate where we're going to break out our throwback jerseys for that game, so that'll be cool. Got those getting ready to go for us, and then we got two Power 5 games back-to-back, going to Chicago in September for another day game, and then playing Arizona late on a desert night in Tucson, which is a school that I've worked at before. Obviously fun games for us, games that we're looking forward to playing. UNLV is a team that we played 4 or 5 years ago in the early part of when I was there, and so we're really looking forward to playing another Mountain West game. We played Boise State last year from the Mountain West, and now we're jumping into the heavy schedule. That Friday game against La Tech gives us some good exposure playing on a Friday night. Obviously start getting us back into conference play. FIU starts us off on our little run there for our Wednesday games, which is something brand new for the league. And so we got 3 of them in a row there. We got a road opener there on Wednesday night, FIU. And then we got New Mexico State, our rivalry game on the 18th, and should be a great environment in the Sun Bowl, as we talked about. John coming back, Sam Houston new into the league as well. Be a fun matchup, UTEP against Sam Houston, some Texas schools. And that leads us into the November 6th game against Western Kentucky, which obviously they're a really talented football team. Middle Tennessee, we had a dogfight with them last year, a really, really good game. Looking forward to that. And finish out playing on Thanksgiving weekend against Liberty. Love playing football games on Thanksgiving weekend.
3 straight games on ESPN2. I hope to get at least one of those to call those games.
I hope so.
And you guys got no socks, team no socks here. So I know you like the spotlight. How excited are you for the midweek games now coming in October, Conference USA?
I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be a different experience. I've never really played a game on Wednesdays. I used to play on Wednesdays in middle school, but this is definitely different playing in a college environment. So I'm excited.
Getting that national spotlight, guaranteed. Everyone is going to be watching come October.
Yeah, that's a good thing for us, just more exposure. Just know we play on Wednesday, we probably going to be the only game on, so we should know all eyes should be on us. So really make the plays so everybody notice what you're doing every Wednesday.
You guys coordinate this looking sharp.
We kind of did.
Did you?
Yes, sir.
I like it. I like it. Coach, how have you gotten your guys ready to prepare for that October part of your schedule?
Yeah, that's a good question, John, because I think it's a work in progress right now for us. We're going to have to feel out where our squad is, how healthy we are at that time, tweak our practices a little bit. I have when I was at Wyoming, we were on week ESPN games a lot, Thursday games, and so I have a lot of experience with playing in midweek as far as that part of it goes. So again, we'll have to tweak it a little bit, get a good feel for it as we get closer to those games. And it's definitely, every little thing your football team does is so important as a head coach. So I will definitely magnify those days and figure out the best way to get our teams ready, because I'm excited to play on Wednesdays as well.
We're excited, especially at ESPN, to cover those games. I hope to get to call them. Dana Dimmel, good luck, UTEP,
Thanks, John.
as you get ready for Conference USA schedule.